This video will help you find whole steps and half steps on the keyboard. I completely labeled this for you, so our focus today is just figuring out whole steps and half steps. A half step is when you move one key on the keyboard. For example, moving C to the very next key, C sharp, is a half step. Another example of a half step is E to F. That was just one key. A final example of a half step could be B flat to A, one key away. There are also whole steps. Whole steps are two keys apart. If we are on G and we want a whole step higher, we count two keys. 1, 2. If we're on the note E flat and we want a whole step higher, we count two keys. 1, 2. The questions today will ask you to find whole steps and half steps that are either higher or lower. These arrows remind you of which way the notes are going. This way, the pitches are getting higher on the keyboard. This way is lower. So if a question asks you, what is one half step lower than C? Here's how you'd answer that. One half step lower than C. First you gotta find C. Found it. I know I need a half step. Half step is one key. And I need to go lower. And I'm thinking, okay, lower is this way. So if I need to go one key lower, I'm on the note B. Another question could ask you, what is a half step lower than B? So first you find B. You know a half step is one key, and you know lower goes this way. So you move one key lower, and I'm on this black key. I have two options here, A sharp or B flat. One of them is correct, and one of them is not. Although this key is A sharp and B flat, we want to call it, when we're going lower, a flat. So we're going to say B flat. One note lower than B is B flat. If we wanted one half step lower than A, lower half step, it would be A flat. I'm going to choose the flat option. If I want a half step lower than G, lower means pick the flat option. The sharp option is used when you go higher. So let's say we're on the note D, and the question says, what is one half step higher than D? This black key, since we're going higher, would be D sharp. If the question says, what is a half step higher than C? This key would be C sharp. One final example is if we start on F sharp, and let's say it wants a whole step higher than F sharp. So a whole step is two keys, 1, 2. We went up higher. Anytime it's higher, you use sharp.